Hi, Donna here with Ready to Stamp. And we've been working on 12 days of Christmas in July. And this is day 8. And we have done 7 cards. And so now I want to show you different ways that you can give gifts. And the first one that we're going to do is gift card holder. Okay, so are you ready to stamp with me? We are going to be making a gift card holder. It's got a fun fold, so you can using designer series paper. And so yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. A lot of times our teenage family members just want gift cards because they want to buy their own thing. So rather than just hand them a gift card, I thought maybe we could wrap it up in a little gift. So today we're going to be using our scoreboard. Now I've cut my cardstock at 5.5. At 5.5 by 11, and then all of your scores 6 3/4, 4 and 1 1/4, and I will have this picture on my blog or my website so that you can refer to that when you're making this card. And then I will also have this. It has the designer series paper and the different sizes for those. So the first thing I'm going to do is, like I said, I cut this at 5.5 by 11. So I'm going to score at 6 3/4, and since it's cardstock, I'm going to use the thinner ball here to get down in there. So 6 3/4, and I felt kind of a drag. So what I like to do is run it through my hair. You're not going to see me, but I just run it through my hair a little bit. And the oil from your hair, yes, we all have oil in our hair even though we washed it, and that made it go a little bit easier. So 4 inches and then 1 1/4 inches. Whoops, came off the track there a little bit. Okay, great thing about this scoreboard is you can keep your scoring tool right attached to it. Okay, so I'm just moving that off to the side, and here is the designer series paper I'm going to use. Since this is going to be at 5.5, I'm going to cut my designer series paper at 5 1/4. So let's cut it at 5 1/4. That way we'll have a little bit of a border around it. So I'm going to cut 2 of these at 2.5. 2.5 and 2.5. And then I'm going to cut the other one at 1. And when I have a long piece of paper or cardstock or DSP that I'm going to cut, I like to use over on this side. There's a little bit of, you get about 1.5 inches of measurement over here. It's just so much easier than trying to maneuver it over like this because it's so long. So I use this side. So I'm going to line it up to the 1 inch over here and cut it. Okay, there we go. And then we'll have this leftover piece and we'll just use it for another project. Okay, so, oh, and we also have a piece of white Whisper White cardstock that will go onto our card. This will be where we put our sentiment, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, so we're going to stamp on here first, because like I said in the past, I'd rather stamp first and then before I glue it down, because then I won't, if I mess it up, wrong one, sorry. Then if I mess it up, then I can always turn it over and nobody will know. So I'm going to use our Night of Navy ink. As you can tell, I've been stamping and playing because my grid paper is all dirty, all stamped on. So I'm going to stamp on here, and I want to stamp up towards the top. I think that looks good. Clean off my stamp and put it back so I don't lose it, because I've been known to do that and having to search and search and search and search for my stamp. So now all we have to do is put it together. Okay, so let's add some glue. And remember to put this with the sentiment at the top. Okay. Oh, we might want to score these. Okay, so we're going to burnish the fold so that it folds flat. And the next one we're going to do it kind of in a mountain, valley, mountain fold. Okay, so here they are. I'm going to grab, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love that together. I think that's so pretty. So we're going to glue this piece down over here, giving it good borders. Now I'm going to flip it over and do that. I think that looks pretty. So we'll go ahead and glue this. That's why we're using both sides of the designer series paper, or the DSP. I'm going to line up the edges to make sure that they kind of go together or line up evenly. And so now I'm going to put this on the outside. There we go. Okay, now this is how it's going to look. See that? So it's folded like that. Now, to get the little pocket, now you can just use this as a card, you know, just like that. But I want this to be a pocket. Now I'm going to hold this here like this for a couple of seconds. Okay, now there's your your gift card, and there you have it. And on the inside here, you can sign it right here. Give it a little, signature and a little sentiment that you want to say. And there you have your gift card. I'm just going to tie a little bow. You just thought I was done, didn't you? Okay, so I'm going to tie a little ribbon. If I can do it without all thumbs here. Okay, so to tie a bow, you want to tie it like that so you have a T. I hold my finger there, make a loop, put my finger there where it's tied, wrap around the front from the top to the bottom, stick it through the little hole there, and there you have your ribbon. All tied, all pretty. Here we go. And then you just chop it off. Okay, just like this. I think I would cut this off. I don't cut it off until I'm done tying it because then I don't waste any. You might just have that little tiny piece that's wasted, and then just play around with it until it's the way you like it. There. Now you have that pretty bow. And if you want it for a male, just take the bow off, don't add the bow, and you'll be good to go. Okay? So, thanks for stopping by. Happy creating.